All right, so apparently another big man that's out on the open market is on the radar of head coach Penny Hardaway and the Memphis Tigers. This time it's 6'9", 235-pound big man that goes by the name of Tariq Ingraham, who is scheduled to visit Memphis sometime this week, according to college basketball insider Hitmen Hoops. Shouts out to him. But I like what I see with these numbers, man. Average 10.9 points per game, seven rebounds, a half assist, 54.2% field goal shooting last season with a program called Ryder. That's a school I never heard of, to be honest with you. He got, according to Hitman Hoops, he got a waiver from the NCAA that grants him immediate eligibility for the upcoming 2025-2026 regular season. Hitman Hoops also states that Ingraham is a solid low post scoring threat with good footwork and touch around the rim. He uses his physicality really well inside and will provide immediate help at the big spot for Memphis. It would. And this goes to show you, man, like whenever people like try to, not I won't say try to, but whenever people start to have worries, start to have doubts, and I hear this all the time on the radio in the city, people, questioning Penny Hardaway and sometimes questioning the roster and the moves made to add to the roster and sometimes questioning his ability to find quality players, quality depth to this roster. He's gonna find his players, man. Because I know people were worried about, the team not having enough big men when they only had Aaron Bradshaw. Now they got more than enough big men to maintain at the front court. You know, um, but this guy could come in and give you, 10 points, occasional 10 to 12 points, pull down, 8 to 10 rebounds a night off the bench, play at a high level. This will be a huge gift for you because this would be the most to me. This would be the most stocky or front court that's ever looked to me. So now you have, if you bring this guy in, you'll have the guy coming over from Sudan, Simon Majerick, the other player that you got that played at UCF, he's coming over. So you're gonna have a fair share of big men across your roster, across your front court. If the move, yeah, that's if an agreement is made that Ingraham could come to this team, could join this team. You know what I'm saying? Because now you got Thurno, Sala, you got a Rupp, maybe pronouncing that wrong. Aaron Bradshaw, Simon Majoik. You got some big men on your team. You got your couple 7 footers on the team. You know, so and it's gonna be interesting to see how the incorporation of these big men factor into this year's upcoming team. You know, but like I said, Penny Hardaway is gonna find players, man. He gonna find his players. It can be players you never heard of. Like I never heard of this guy before. I never heard of Tariq Ingraham. I never even heard of this school that he played at last year, Ryder University. Apparently, it's a part of Mid-Atlantic American Conference, the MAC, the MAAC, the MAC Conference. You know, look at his stats throughout his career. Um, he came into college basketball 2020, nothing to write home about. Things started to pick up for him around 2022. Then it really took off for him in 2023. He averaged 6.5 rebounds per game. Following year, it was up to 7. You know, went from 6.4 points per game to 9.3 to 10.9. And I've said this, and I say this all the time. A big man that could come in, grab you 8 to 12 rebounds a night, but can give you and occasionally give you 10 to 12 points, 15 points sometime off the bench or whenever. That's a huge plus for this team. That's a huge plus. Now, my question, as always, I always post when I always bring up when I hear about these type of potential moves of players coming from these small schools, these lower tier conferences up into the American, is that is the physicality of the American conference, the competitive level of the American conference, is it going to be too much for him for some of these players to handle? Because this is a step up from, regardless of how you feel, regardless of how you view the quality of opponents in the American Conference, the teams within the league, this is a step up from where he's coming from. This is a step up to me from Rider University. Step up in coaches, opposing coaches, a step up in the players you go against on the court. But if he comes onto the team, I'm pretty sure Hardaway, he's not gonna come here. He's not gonna come here for nothing. I know Hardaway's not gonna give him something. He's gonna have to earn it and all that. But the intent is for him to get on the court and help this team out. He's not coming here just for nothing. So I'm pretty sure Hardaway would have a plan for how he wants to incorporate this guy into the team. You know what I mean? Because um, you want every advantage you can get when you play non-conference teams, especially with Memphis resume, the resume that Memphis likes to build. Especially going into the American, because once you leave in non-conference play, the chances of you getting high quality opponents night in and night out won't be there. So you need every advantage you can get, every advantage to your roster you can get. And I like what I see, man, from this guy. Inside presence, energy, got a post up game, rebound. So I like what I see with this guy. So pretty sure you'll hear something between now and the end of the week on how it went according to Hitmen Hoops with this visit. But I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked to find out he's a Memphis Tiger by the end of the week. Y'all know how this stuff goes. So we'll see how it all play out. I'm out.